Alright, welcome back. This is your review for the CIA test, which coming up on this Friday, September 28th, I believe. I might be wrong on that, but nevertheless, for this review right here, we're gonna go over the Vertex review. So before we start this, let me remind you a few things. Now, from the beginning of this week, we go over the definition of vertex, parabolas, formula, etc., etc. So if you don't remember, your vertex form will always look like this one right here, which is y equal to a x minus h squared plus k. Alright, probably need a new thing, but you never know. Alright, so from now, where H stands for your H stands for your vertex, keep correcting, x value, and k stands for your vertex y value. Next will be your vertex so your vertex will always look like this: h comma k, where h is your vertex value, vertex x value, k will be your vertex y value. So then the next part is, how can you find this? Well, there's so many ways you can find this. Either you're using calculator, or you can work it out by hand. And there's a pros and cons for this. For calculator, pros. Obviously, it's going to be extremely fast, extremely reliable. So what's the cons, you may ask? The cons? It will give you a nasty number. Meaning the long decimal. Sometimes it's just a pain in the neck to deal with this because you have a really long decimal, and it just costs you more time to actually doing this. But if you're desperate, any suggest count. Any option count. So now, solving it by hand. The pros of this will be always simplify solutions. ED, if I misspell. Another pros of this, extremely accurate. I misspell a lot. So what's the cons? Well, the cons of this very simple. easy to make a mistake. Very easy. Perhaps extremely easy. I would say if you have 50-50 chance, sometimes if you don't know what you're doing, you may have up to 100% chance to make a mistake to doing this. So, for the purpose of this, we're gonna do by hand first. Let's see if we can come up with some really nasty number, and hopefully it can work for you guys. Well, how about this number here? You got example 1. X squared minus 10x minus, adding 16. Again, when I'm doing this, I'm coming up with number in my head, so that's why you see struggle right there. So to find your vertex form, let me review something really quick, which is your vertex, your x value. So review. Back in Math 1, we learned that your vertex x value can be found by using the equation of x equal to negative b of that over 2 times a. With that in mind, let's start on this one. Step 1. Identify your A, B, C coefficients. My A in this case will be 1 because there's nothing in front of x squared. My B in this case will be negative 10. So this here. And my C in this case will be 16. Yeah. Step 2. See this formula right here? All you have to do in step 2 will be find x value. As we know, your x value equal to negative b of that over 2 times a. In this case, we have our b would be negative 10. Negative 10, my fault, because the formula always say negative. 2 times my a, which is 2 times 1. Since I don't have my calculator with me right now, I will solve it by hand completely. So negative over negative will be positive. 2 times 1 will be 2. 10 over 2 will give you 5. Lucky for us. Now, this is your x value. Step 3. If you want to guess, and this it will be find y value. Basically, plug your x value into your functions. So, since we got x is 5, all you have to do is just plug it back in. Therefore, y equal to 5 squared minus 10 times 5 plus 16. And this number is way too big, so I have to use the calculator. And you can type in your calculator, or if you're good with multiplication in your head, feel free to do it. But make sure you check your solution before you submit it. In this case, find my y value will be negative 9. So now, once you got your, your x value, your y value, to complete your answer right here, step number 4. You have to put it in your vertex form. Alright, now your vertex form will be y equal to your a coefficients times your x minus h squared plus k. So let me ask you this. What is my a coefficient that we found so far? Well, my a coefficient will be 1. X minus of your x value, in this case x minus 5, because you already have 5 positive right there, square, plus your k, in this case it's going to be plus negative 9. And if you want to do, so your complete answer